Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm one of our senior associates here at Genuine Legal, and today I'll be answering some questions by you, the audience, about family law matters. Specifically, in this case, I'll be talking about some financial matters and common questions that are asked. So, a question that I'm often asked about by parties who are in the very early stages of separating and perhaps are just turning their mind to questions of financial separation very early on is, Jacob, what if I want to leave the property? And when we separate, it's often the case that we're both living under the same roof. And it is often not a great place to be for our mental health or the mental health and welfare of any children who might be involved. It can be a major concern staying at the property, even in the short term, while the two of you, perhaps with the guidance of family lawyers, figure things out. It's really important that I make clear, of course, that you seek advice as to your situation with a family lawyer. But in general terms, by leaving the property, staying with family, friends, other supports, you are not effectively abandoning your entitlement to that piece of property. So please do not feel if, for reasons of your safety or to safeguard your mental health or other interests, or those of your children, that you must remain at the property and in a difficult scenario, particularly if you are dealing with a party on the other side who is perhaps more stubborn than you are or unwilling to remove themselves from the property. If there is family violence in your matter, it is a good idea for you to speak to the police about your options, as there may be some matters that don't pertain to family law that might be available to you to get help in removing someone who is making your life difficult at the property. But in terms of family matters, it is the case that many times parties can work together on agreeing an amicable separation with the help of lawyers, which includes figuring out arrangements for which of the two of you might leave the property. And if so, when will that occur? And how will bills for that property continue to be paid? It's important that the parties communicate either directly or through the help of lawyers, if you do have one, to make sure that if it is possible or at all workable, that those plans are put in place and agreed in writing before parties move, so that expectations can be jointly shared between the both of you as to who pays what, and there are no arrears on your mortgage or other bills to be paid which relate to the property that might affect one's credit rating or otherwise cause urgent circumstances that might be required to be dealt with through an urgent court application. We want to, of course, try to stabilize the situation as much as we can in unstable times, which separations so often are. So to get advice about how you can leave the property or work with your former partner so that you or any children can remain at a place that they are familiar with, reach out to a family lawyer for some more advice.